Hey loves, it's your girl DeeDee and welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all so much for tuning in once again. So I'm back with another reaction video per usual. So this woman in this clip is saying she needs a man who is 6'4", even though she's 5'4". She needs a man to be that much taller than her to feel protected. So we're gonna get into the video. Make sure you chime in the comments. I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this one. All right, let's get into it.
You ever date a guy shorter than you?
No, I prefer 6'4" and up.
6'4"? How tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
You need a whole foot?
I need a whole foot.
So why do girls like guys that are that tall?
They just offer like a different type of security. Like I mean, we almost the same height. Like you cool though, but like,
cool.
If somebody come up to us and they trying to fight my boyfriend, they finna be scared because he tall as shit, you know?
I just think this is weird. I've seen otherwise. I've seen short dudes beat the hell out of a tall dude. So it's not about your height. It's about your you know, if you could fight or not, if you got some skills. It's not about how tall you are. Baby, listen, I think they got it twisted. Just say that you would prefer a taller man. It has nothing to do with protection. A guy looking at a tall dude is not intimidated by the fact that he's tall, that he can't knock him down. I don't understand that whole part of it. But in general, women tend to like taller guys. That's just what it is. And the idea of the protection thing is just asinine to me, but that's how they feel. We can't change the way people feel. Doesn't make it a reality or a fact, but it's just your feelings. Let's continue.
Biggerness kind of like throw you off a little bit.
Hey, so then how is dating for you in this generation?
Well, like I'm a bigger woman, so you know, like a lot of men are insecure or they worried about what a lot of people got to say. But if it's just us in our relationship, why are you worried about what people got to say, you know? Okay. Because I would treat you good, but I'm not gonna be hidden. I'm not gonna be undercover or like anything like that. So if we can't be out in the open and if you're not proud of me, then it's a done deal.
Listen, I get where she's coming from. And you know, I kind of like her demeanor. You know what I mean? She wasn't combative or anything. That she was keeping it real. I can respect that. Basically what she was saying, you know, if a guy is not really into her, he's liking her on the low. Like he want to keep her hidden. He don't want to bring her out because he's embarrassed by her being a bigger woman, you know, overweight. And, you know, he doesn't want to be seen with her, but he wants to be with her. I think that's what she's saying. And maybe I'm just assuming she's experienced that, where men, you know, they like her personality and things like that, but they don't want to be seen with her in public because they're all worried about what people are going to say. They're going to talk about her weight and things like that. That's what she was alluding to. That does happen in certain cases. And in those cases, yeah, that means that person doesn't really want to be with you. Or if they're embarrassed to be seen with you, then they don't need to be with you. And, you know, once again, most men don't want to be in a serious relationship with overweight women, just like most women don't want to be in serious relationships with overweight men. That's just what it is. Most women don't want to be in a relationship with a big man. They don't. But this idea that, you know, she said she's 5'4" and she needs somebody 6'4", it's crazy to me. Why do they have to be so tall? Other men are not intimidated by a man super tall. Like you could, I mean, now maybe I could see if the person was like bigger, like muscle wise, like a real strong, like an athlete, like a bodybuilder or some sort, where he's super big and he's super strong. That, I mean, maybe intimidating. I don't know. I mean, because he's stronger. But just because somebody is tall doesn't make them stronger. That's why I don't understand how they equate that. It's just a feeling that they have that if you're taller, you're somehow stronger. And that's just not the case. And this is a thing. A lot of women prefer a man much taller. I've seen women who are 5 feet will prefer a man over 6 feet tall. Everybody wants somebody over 6 feet, even though they're usually like 5 feet, some 4 feet 11. Like they just would prefer 6 feet and up. They can't be 5'7", 5'6", 5'8", 5'9". They just want 6 feet. And it's just weird to me. I don't know where that started. I really don't know where the 6 feet came from. I understand women liking taller men, and especially if you are a taller woman, like most taller women would like a man that's taller than them. But if you're 5 feet, I mean, most men are going to be taller than you anyway. So 5'1", 5'2", 5'3", 5'5", that's still taller than you, but they want 6 feet. I don't understand what that is. And it's almost as if they don't, you know, they're not paying attention to the dating market and the fact that is not the majority of men, that you may be isolating yourself out, from a good man because he's not 6 feet. It's just insane to me. But once again, in this particular video, I will say this kind of shows you the expectations that women have versus them accepting the expectations that men have. And this seems like a nice woman. I will give her that. But, clearly she is overweight. She even said herself she's a bigger woman, which she is. It's okay to have your preference. It's okay to like what you like. But at what point do you become more realistic with your preferences to say, 6 feet will be nice, but I don't really need 6 feet. If I meet a guy that's 5'6" or 5'7", and he's a good guy and he wants to be with me, then would you be with that person? Or are you just going to say, oh, no, I'm going to pass him up, and you're going to keep manifesting your 6-footer? That's the part where I find it very delusional. And then it begs the question to whether you really want what you say you want. Because if you're willing to pass up somebody that has all of the qualities, but he's missing that one thing, but he's a good guy to you, and he cares about you, he seems to care about you and want to be with you, you're going to pass him up because he's not 6 feet? So I wonder if that's a deal breaker for some, or are people realistic and rational enough to understand when you have a good person in front of you. I think a lot of people miss out on relationships because they're not being realistic and they're not really seeing what's in front of them. There are many men that I've spoken to who have said that they missed out on the good woman who was probably wifey material, and they haven't come across a woman like that since. But men can acknowledge the fact that they may have, missed out on a good one, but women will justify it. Oh, well, he was nice, but this and but that. But he had all of these qualities. He was a good guy. He was treating me nice. He loved me, he worshiped me. But this, he just wasn't for like you. And you keep going with that. And if you're really serious about getting into a serious relationship or marriage or things like that, you go run out of options. And that's what you would see happening a lot. They're running out of options with these unrealistic expectations. That's crazy to me. And I understand a preference, but at what point does your preference run out? Do you finally say, you know what? This is a good person, has all of the qualities I'm looking for, good guy, treats me well. He's just not 6 feet, but he's 5'8". Do you accept that or do you reject that? Because that's where I think it's becoming a bit foolish. You come across a good person that cares about you and treats you right, baby, you better grab them up and you better build a life with them. Keep thinking that this 6 feet and all this stuff is so important when it's really not, and you're going to end up by yourself and crying, as 50 years old, wondering what happened, why you never found your person. Your person probably was around you or within your circle, but you blew him off because he wasn't 6 feet tall. It's insanity to me. But I thought this was interesting. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hit that notification bell. Y'all know what it is. And definitely chime in and let me know what you think of this video. I want to hear your thoughts on this one. That is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.